in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little am I looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price coming.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Kirk complete. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Rudolph has it left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season, and the Pats have taken the early lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance. I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Detroit! 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 Check three.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass? A free safety. Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house? Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head. Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. So that didn't bother you too much last time? No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 58 yards. He Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to Michel on the dump off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A give. This is Michel. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
He can run for it, and he will. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw from his end zone. Murray dumps it off to Mixon. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Back to throw. Murray, flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Dorsett on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And able to find Dorsett. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michelle. Finding room to the 20. And the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Trying to improvise. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're running right through it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. How about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And he's able to put it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Philip Dorsett by himself. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 99 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
They go play action here on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Guy in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Off the play fake. Murray. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray flushed to his right. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. On the ground, Michel. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here's Humphries. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on third and long. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you look.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's right.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Guy able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Off play action. Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw on second down. Murray flush. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. They'll look to throw here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Murray. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On 3rd down, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.